Good afternoon. Or good evening, rather. I mean, it is afternoon. It's just really far afternoon. Nothing much. We have an ad starting in, it says 20 seconds, but it means a minute 20 seconds because it's rude and likes to wait an extra minute. All right. Past 5, so that makes it evening. I mean, 5 is an odd number, so could be odding. Supposedly, we are in an ad. Supposedly. Ads UI still doesn't work. I don't know why. I have asked it nicely, and it has not worked. How rude. There we go. Ads start in an hour, 2 minutes, and 34 seconds. Wouldn't know I'm subscribed, so I don't see them. Yeah, see, that's the weird thing is like, technically, ads are running. But everybody who's present at the moment is a subscriber. So do I just start? Or do I wait? I just make the rules, like, I have enough screens. Need more screens. Need to get 5 screens connected to my computer. Sorry, Ant, we're throwing you on screen. Now on 4. You move Twitch chat to be closer than YouTube chat because Twitch chat is more active than YouTube chat. Therefore, they get main screen proximity. All right. Now we click the main, not the main scene button, the with chat button. There is no main scene at the moment. We have created an amalgam of the scenes. Oh. YouTube Studio has done the thing it sometimes does, where it makes the screen not 1080p. Just because, fuck me, I guess. There we go. I'm also very, very bright. Reset that. Now I look desaturated, but that's just normal saturation. Also, let me know if I sound better or worse, because I do have my microphone closer to my mouth than I usually do. I have moved the microphone physically closer. I would move it closer still, but there are a couple wheat thins in the way. Might discard those, honestly. They're kind of shit. They're like the store brand wheat thins. They're really shit. Their Cocoa Puffs, pretty good. Their wheat thins, not so good. I would return it, but I don't think they're going to accept it. I already ate a decent amount of it. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow since I don't have a run. Oh, nice. What are you streaming? Or Far Cry 6? Oh, nice. I haven't played Far Cry 6. I actually checked to make sure the model recordings are going. Because we have stopped recording the model as in like as a video. It is only the tracking data now. Also, I don't know why mouth funnel and stuff isn't working. I bought them all. Primal is the only one I haven't beaten yet. Oh, nice. Do you think Far Cry Primal is the one that the Liver King would play? Probably it is actually harder. I just said he would play it because he's always talking about being primal. Yeah, no guns, all caveman. Yeah. Like a Rust lobby. All right. I haven't played Rust yet. I didn't enjoy playing Rust. I didn't have fun. They're very. It's one of those like survival sim games, but it's like player versus player, so everybody just shoots you the second you spawn. Sounds like normal, yeah. So I am going to have to declare something of a state of emergency in terms of our stream here. Yeah, we're in a bit of an issue, a bit of a predicky. Um, yeah, we're running out of space. We have we have 8.5, no, just 8 TB of video waiting to be processed. Do you know what the problem with that is? I don't know that we have enough space for the output videos. Another thing, good news this time. We have all of the VODs up to yesterday uploaded to YouTube. It's all gonna come crashing down, yeah. I mean, I could throw more storage at it, but I can only throw more storage at it until I run out of drives. I'm not out of drives yet, but I'm damn close. So I've got a couple 8 TB, but the thing is, I don't like to store videos without them being on RAID drives because then if one of the if my 8 TB drive fails, we just lose like 2.5 months of video. We just lose it. So what I would like to do is fix vBundler because vBundler isn't working. I don't know why, but if you attempt to inspect an audio file, it just all fucking blows up. It just stops working. I know that it was producing errant batch files for compressing because it would try to compress audio files with a video codec. I had made some like major architectural changes, and it looks like it didn't go super well. But I mean, that's just programming for you. You make a change, and fucking everything blows up. So the plans today are to fix vBundler like today. Like highest priority is fix vBundler. And then after that, we can do a bunch of shit. So right now I'm running vBundler again on the output to see if I've pushed a fixed version. I don't think I have. But if I have, then that means that we're already done with our objective for today. All right. It's almost done extracting. Hmm. Chat? It may have worked. What is this VOD of? This is April 4th, so it's almost late enough that I can start discarding model key. This is working on lessons. They didn't have your fun morning. What happened? I'm supposed to stop taking every. Wait, why is the file date not working? I don't know what the format is. I mean, 4426. Smoking has no bad habits, but apparently I pulled the cherry off the end and burnt my finger. Damn. The cherry is, I guess, like the tip of the cigarette. I'm not familiar with a lot of cigarette terms. The only experience I have with cigarettes is secondhand smoke. But yeah, smoking is one of the things that I'm never gonna touch because I know it's super expensive. People go through boxes a day, which is just crazy to me. I already have my addictions. I don't want more. It'd be crazy if I got into like alcohol or smoking. Maybe it's better than eating myself to death. Yeah. Shit, I hit read again. Fuck. Okay, well, we have to wait for all these to finish again. And I have to hit discard here. Write the file. By executing it. It's still doing quick sync on audio codecs. Why are you doing this to me? Let's see. Actually, wait. Sorry. Hold on. Why is it attempting to re-encode anything? They're all selected to copy. Why are you trying to re-encode? Why are you doing this? Can't believe you've done this. Are you still trying to do AV1 QSV on audio? What are with these bit rates? Huh? Map 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, and 3, 1. Those are all video files, actually. It's supposed to be copying. Well, we have our symptom, which is the first step in determining the cause. What the hell is wrong with my vBundler? Close everything. I have so much shit open. Close all tabs. Okay. So video files are being given the FFmpeg command of re-encode video when their output bitrate is set to copy. So we have to figure out why. Wait, what? Oh, this is vThumbnailer. I'll do it. Sitting here like, why the fuck is it drawing polygons? I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, because vThumbnailer draws a polygon over the image. That's why. Okay. Where is the thing that generates the command? In FFmpeg command helpers. Here we go. So if output bitrate is -1, the codec is copy. -1 being the special bitrate for copy. Unfortunately, I think that short of having the input files here, I don't think I can test this, can I? I can't debug it. I mean, I could maybe set up remote debugging. Oh, I just have it. Oh, well, that makes my life so much easier. What the fuck? Delete all the Matroska audio. I don't have the main video. The fuck? Okay, we're gonna have to set up remote debugging. I don't know how to do that, but can I do that somehow? Attached to a process on a remote machine in name port format. Okay. Port. I don't know how. Visual Studio remote debugging. It'll be easier than actually copying over the 101 gigabyte file. We'll just do it. We'll do it locally, remotely. Okay, I have to download a program. The remote tools for Visual Studio. Probably installed on the target. I agree to the license. Now that I've given Microsoft my left testicle, we can continue. Specifically the left one. Okay, it's still done. Still installing. I love that the image for the remote tools it's like super old. Like it's let me copy file. My favorite thing is it's a 2026 executable, but it still has a dithered icon. Not done yet. Okay, remote tools are done. What do I do next? Download this. Yep. Okay. Find start remote debugger from the start menu. Okay. Doesn't need administrator. Figure. Okay. So we have our IP. Not IP. We have the port number, which will change. Okay. Put that into. Oh. Okay. Now I should be able to run it. The working directory is bad. Started at C, users. Started in the desktop, I guess. How am I supposed to remotely debug it if it won't copy it over? Hold on. Remote debugger. Huh. Okay, so I have to manually. Okay. I have to manually copy it. There's no automatic copy, but it'll at least let me debug it remotely, which is still okay. The problem is I don't have a G partition. um Chat, this is a problem. New plan. Disk management. We are going to move dir2 to be G and not D. Change drive letter. Change to G. Okay. Now we can copy video tool. And we'll just copy the entire directory. Fuck it. Unspecified error. Okay, we'll copy the entire directory, sans all of the fucking repository information. Okay. So now I should be able to remote debug. You're lucky. Oh. The IP changed back. Why did it do that? Am I gonna have to repeatedly change it? Okay. Okay, so read this. And then we will put a breakpoint. Okay, and we set a breakpoint here. And we mark this for removal. Output bitrate is being set. If output bitrate is -1 or output bitrate equals s dot input or just bitrate. Oh, this is release. I can't change that. Awkward. Okay, now all I have to figure out is why the date isn't being determined automatically. The pre-file infos is empty. Ah, because it's all it's all Matroska video and not I don't think this can be false. I have it checked to see it searches in top directory for files that exist, but I don't think it can return files that don't exist. Let's try this. Pre-file infos now has content. I'm surprised that doing hot reload over the network just works. Still, we're getting format exceptions. What the hell is going on? Weird. Okay, so that works. It's called working on OLS. The audio for this is going to be atrocious. Absolutely awful. There's going to be like 30 streams for the audio. Currently, I'm not doing I'm not getting rid of audio as often as I should be, it's easier to hold on to it and then deal with it later. And that is one of the things on my radar for things to do is deal with the audio problem because I have a lot of audio. Like there are in this VOD I'm encoding, I have 9 tracks of audio, and I know that we're not using 9 tracks of audio. There's gonna be a lot of duplicates. Some audio tracks are probably exactly the same. Okay. Do a quick check of the output file just to make sure it's all good, because if it's not, then I'm about to delete a lot of shit. What? Oh. I don't know what's going on, but the oh, it was me using the auto clicker on the on the palette shift button. I was looking at the video and I just started flashing. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Okay, it looks good. So we can finally start taking disk space back. Let's fucking go. We are deleting 114 gigabytes of space. I need to make sure that the VB meta has everything I need though. Check really quick. All right. Is this debug information always included? I think it might not be, but I'm going to make it so that it is always included. Uh, Set up by ffmpeg command helpers. It is always included. We'll leave it. It's 8 kilobytes. Sure, it takes another inode, but plus, videos are very quickly going to become a group of files instead of one file. Especially since I can't stream the format or like the files I have. I mean, I could maybe make it a stream, but I'm not gonna fuck with it. Okay. Output codec AB1QSV. Why? See? It's overridden on the endpoint. That's why. Okay. So we do have a working Um, video recompressor. Thank fuck. Because otherwise I was going to run out of disk space. Let's go ahead and read this. I want to see if it'll let me do it from Matroska, because right now I'm not remixing it to MP4. I don't actually think I have enough disk space to do that. This is a Minecraft stream too, so there's gonna be there's a PNG file in here. I don't think that's ever going to exit. I don't think Matroska inspection ever ends. Okay, so we have to clear out the data from actually what I could do. How large is this? Fucking big. Okay. So I'm going to compress everything. All right. So I'm now compressing all of the VMC replay information. Right now, I actually don't have enough disk space to remix things to MP4 to re-encode them. I'm compressing all of the tracking data because I don't have enough space for it. I might actually copy it to slow storage. Taking too long. Big impatient. How much space is this? 299 gigabytes of tracking information. I can't copy it to dir 2 because I don't have enough space. We'll throw it onto the slow storage. That doesn't bode well. I'm copying at 1 megabyte per second. Oh, that's right. I think I think the fragmentation of F is. I don't know how it's taking so long. There's only like 400 files to check. It's 0% fragmented. It's struggling to write anything. Writing at 1 megabyte per second. That's not good. Okay. We might have to change our strategy here then. We are getting pretty bad speed. We're going to change this to very fast compression. I wonder how much of the output can I save by going higher than 2? I'm using 2 as my compression level. It's 5% on iFacial mocap, 3% for the compressed one, 6.7 for VMC, and 6 otherwise. You can save about 1.3% by going to 9. Not worth it. Okay. We're going to probably recompress it again anyway, because the VMC compressed data is in the wrong format. The data stream specifies that it's big endian. It's actually not. It's little endian. How many of these do I have to go through? 108. Well then. How many do we have? 20. I mean, to be fair, we are doing the very expensive stream where I had a 25 gigabyte VMC replay. April 24th. They're all kind of large. April 25th was 18 gigabytes. And hmm? I had a session that was only a couple seconds long. Oh, is it going through all of the VMC or the yeah, it is going through all of the VMC and IFMC data. This is the expensive branch. Almost done with it, actually. We're on May 5th. Luckily, one of the things that's been good is I've been streaming less long lately, so the files are getting smaller. I am burning more disk space by writing the compressed versions of them. We have 133 gigabytes left. Okay. It goes through the IFMC data so quickly because it's so much easier to compress. But the VMC data is very difficult to compress. I actually have spent the entire day trying to improve the compression speed. And I've made some pretty decent improvements to the compression speed. It is, I think, 4 times faster than it used to be. Good. I do plan on releasing the VMC tracking recorder. Probably, I want to say this week. We're lucky. Plan is to probably put it up for like $6. Then we'll see where that goes. All right, let's see. 104 files spanning 24.3 gigabytes, down from 104 files spanning 299 gigabytes. So a compression of about 8% total. 8% is pretty good, especially considering that includes some of the larger files. Essentially, I want to get to the point where I can be 100% sure that the data is all good before I start deleting source files. Because even if the tracking is completely fucked, all of the data is mangled, as long as I have the originals, I can create more. Going to take 6 minutes to copy this. All right. You guys want to see me watch a fucking... Why is this 0 speed? What is going on? Set up for a recording. Window capture 2. Capture 201. This is where we're at right now. I'm waiting for this to finish. I can't do anything until this finishes. I don't have enough disk space left. So I need 150 gigabytes, and I can't delete any of this until all of this is moved. I mean, technically I could, but the problem is Matroska videos never finish inspecting. Hey, the ads manager still works. But yeah, we have to wait for this to finish, and for whatever reason, it's copying at atrociously low speed. I think the problem is the disk is so full, it's struggling to write. I mean, it's only like 70% full though. Why is it slow? Why is my disk wacky slow? This is not fragmented. I checked. We check it. I should probably pause this. If we check it, like it's not fragmented. So I don't know why it's writing so slowly. It can't be that it's reading slowly because this is an NVMe drive. I guess I could just open the task manager. Yeah, no, the disk doesn't like that. Three-second response time is pretty bad. Imagine that's probably not a good sign. That's not great. Okay. But yes, the plan is to process probably all of the video as much as we can today. So we probably will write batch files and then not execute them if they require re-encoding, just to try to get as much through as possible. Um, it is going at least. It's getting there. Like, do I need to go get Crystal Disk info to see the smart info? Maybe I do actually. Let's get the smart info. Naturally, we have to get the one with the anime girl. This loading bar. Weird. Dude, there are so many AI ads on this. Hold on. Do I not? I do have Ad Blocker Ultimate. Wait, Ad Blocker Ultimate is like not working on the site at all. Wait, the Gemini ad is back. Dude, Ad Blocker Ultimate doesn't work on SourceForge at all. Alright, anyway. Install the anime girl. Close this, I guess. We just excellent. Let's see. Caution on F. That's probably not a good sign. Hmm. Probably not good. Anyway, so this is done now, so I can come into here and delete this entire folder of SNRC and SNR data. They are securely on the disk that might fail. Grand. We now have 449 gigabytes. So we can run this. I have to close this actually. I shouldn't have hit read. You hit Remux. I have to remix them to MP4 and then I can process them. Problem is, it's not the fastest thing you can do. Hmm. Look at this weird counter. Did not go up. Hmm. Guess what I should do is start doing this on Dir2 as well. Start making folders. Don't I have a program to do this for me? I think I made one. But I don't remember what it was. I think it's video separator. I need this, and this, and this. I don't have help. Okay, I'm gonna have to go read the code. I don't know what it does. Oh, yeah, it's hard coded to use D video bundler as its path. That's not ideal. I Okay. I can come over here. Get this in here. It should now actually use the. There we go. See? Look at that. Oh. Yeah, the problem is the game and the actual stream recording don't usually start at the same time. Wait, this is hours later. I don't know why there are two model key recordings. I don't think I want to know why. This. What did I say? 4 minutes long? I'm just gonna delete it. It's probably a test. Three separate recordings of peak? Wait, these are probably related to this stream. Hold on. 2 hours. I actually have no idea. These are all correlated. These are all correlated. One is 5 minutes long. I'm just gonna delete it. These are correlated. Folder is empty. This folder, this file is. Oh, this might have been when I was playing with JMac. Yeah. This is when I was playing with no, this was when I was playing with MamaBot. Wild. So this actually wasn't a stream. I was playing. So there isn't actually a full stream for that. This is a secondary recording of this, which can probably be fully deleted. See, the problem is they can be sometimes that's the next day. Sometimes they can start a couple seconds later, which causes it to have another folder. So it's not the cleanest thing, but it does work technically. How much disk space do I have? 284 gigabytes. So we can start doing some recompression here, or remuxing. So we'll remux. I say I have 200 gigabytes. I probably shouldn't have remuxed. I have 300, so we'll remix 2 of those. The 405 recording is done remuxing. I can delete the Matroska files. The MP4 are guaranteed to have the same content. While this is going, we'll start on copying this to vBundles. So we need this is the VB meta that is. So we need both of these. They're being moved, which is weird. Usually it copies. That will take some time. These are moving. Check to see if the failure count has gone up at all. No. Hour on hours isn't very many. Only 51 days, which does seem to be right. Computer is not very often on. But it is in the process of failing, which is not great. Still have 184 gigabytes and rapidly falling, but you know, hey, we'll take what we can get. Why do I have VMC replay data here? For 18, for 24. I'm just gonna delete these as probably testing files. I cannot see if I spelled that right or not. Okay. We'll take all the thumbnails, place them in here. So what I might do is in VSplitter, change it to be aware of date times and move files if there is a date time within a certain amount of time. What is the format? It's year, month, day. Year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Okay. I now have a new build of VSplitter, which should, in theory, be enough to automatically deal with this folder. And if it doesn't work, I will be peeved. Here we go. Okay, so it hasn't worked. Why has this returned true? I've forgotten to write the absolute value. That's why it hasn't worked. That is slightly better. So now the way it works is it chooses a file from each. Essentially, it goes through the directory and it sees if there are any other files that are within 4 hours. And if there are, okay, well, if there isn't, it creates its own directory. The next time it iterates a file next to it, it'll find, oh, there's one within 4 hours, and it'll use that. Casually check to make sure. We're still at C4D, so it doesn't seem to be going up. So hopefully my shit will still work. All right, we have to return to this directory because I don't actually know what this is. Did I run out of disk space doing this? Maybe. Maybe I ran out of disk space. I actually have no idea. What is this? This is Minecraft, which is going to be a problem. I have to re-encode these, and I don't want to put one on right now. So we'll discard the mainstream. We'll discard the base canvas. We do have to re-encode this. I was going to set it to use constant quality. Constrained quality. Hmm. We'll come back to this one. When is the first day that I have tracking info for? 4/16. Okay. We are going to write this and not execute it. Not yet. The output size is going to be 34 gigabytes. Okay. dir2. We have two things that were changed over. This is 101 gigabytes. This is 101 gigabytes. So we can delete this folder to free up a bunch of space. This American Truck Sim. This is another thing I'd want to use constrained quality for. So I might actually have to pause this until I have constrained quality available. I don't even think I can do constrained quality. Wait, I can't do constrained quality because quick synced video doesn't support it. I'm also not sure why I'm still not sitting on a lot of space. I know it is 567. Okay. The thing is moved, so we can delete this folder. We have 114. Folder is open. It's still open. What? Okay, now I'm a little confused. Oh, it should open what? Okay. Ignore the Astolfo wallpaper. Quickly check to make sure. Yep, 4.4 is here. Delete this. Postcode master is here, which was me testing 4.4. Okay. We now have some disk space available to us. Either recycle bin, get some more. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we do need to process some dirty videos. We might just run through and remux a bunch of stuff. 164 versus 164. I'm mainly just looking to see that the sizes are the same. Okay. That gives us some space. So let's go through here. We will run vbundler here. And we'll also do that here. Then in the background, in stream videos, we are going to call two of these the vbundler folder. Or no, the AA folder. Hmm. Okay. What are these bundles? ATS. What I might do is go to my stream history and essentially target what I'm copying over. Because the coalescence ones, I can drop a lot of data. They're essentially free. So March 29th, a little bit earlier. Okay, so none of these are free except for the 29th. Actually here. So none of these are free, which means that they're all in stream videos. The drive that might fail. And April 2nd is something we can do. April 2nd, 10th. Sorry, where are all of the new ones? Publish more VODs. 2nd, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th. So a lot of these are things we can do. The problem is I'm copying over the VODs that are not the ones we can do. Damn. I might need to put another drive on this computer. I have a miscellaneous 2 terabyte. That's not doing. We may have to go put the 2 terabyte for maneuvering space. Because I do want to get everything off of stream videos. Because if it's going to fail, we need. Or at least less is on it. This volume is empty. So I'm going to go put this on that. Get us some more maneuvering room. Be back. Weird. I placed a drive on the computer and it shut off. Huh? Wait, it's actually not online anymore. I plugged the drive in and the computer shut off. That's not supposed to happen. Um, I don't know why Windows failed. You would expect maybe if I had, plugged it into the wrong thing and maybe shorted the USB controller, but I didn't. I plugged it directly into the USB-C port and it crashed. Which is annoying because I don't know what what videos I was moving over. We were at least moving over March 30th, 2208. Going to market to override whatever it was. I don't think it got through anything. Hold on. Be pretty surprised if this file is fully available. It's not. Okay. I'm going to delete this local copy of it. And we're going to ignore what we were doing before and immediately start moving things for speed of recompression. I have here March 30th to May 10th. I have the 29th. Well, the 29th is something I can move. And the 2nd, the 4th, 10th, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th. How much is this? 614 gigabytes. 16th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. 26th, 7th, and past that we're not sure. We'll move all this to begin with. .05 terabytes. Also copy over tracking information. We'll probably do that first, just because there are no backups of this information. And there's also no backups of the video data because I deleted it from the NAS earlier, but you gotta live life on the edge sometimes. 64D. So it's not changing. Put the thing back. It's not changing, which is good. It means that it's not actively failing. It's just a little bit boofed. Okay, so that's now moved. We can move all of the video data, which is going to take 2 hours. Grand. It'll be 1 terabyte of data. We'll still have 4 terabytes of data on this drive. What we'll do next is... Oh, we have to wait for this to finish, don't we? Yeah. The plan is to do next thing. I want to take all of these, like the small folders and move them to probably C. I'm trying to think of if I have any other storage I can throw at this. I don't think I do. I may have a SATA drive. I'm not going to connect a new drive because it's going to cause this copy to fail. We're just going to go as is. This is going to take a while though. What the speed limit is? Is it the drive reading or the drive writing? Neither actually. Neither of them are at full speed. Unless the disk is writing. So let's see, it's 170, which is 1.5 gigabit. It must be the read speed of F then, because The connection on the motherboard that I've plugged it into is 20 gigabit. The drive is 10 gigabit and the cable is 40 gigabit, which means that the drive should be operating at 10 gigabit. The output of the SATA drive is 6 gigabit, which is 750 megabytes a second, but we're not getting anywhere near that. So it must be the speed of the SATA drive. I'll probably stop trusting this drive after this is done. I have an idea for what it can be used for, so it'll already be repurposed if it doesn't fail during this. Because I have a few workflows that I've been working on bringing to life that could actually use a scratch storage space that is very large but doesn't necessarily need to be trustworthy. It actually might be Video Bundler. The general idea is that we port over all of the video data to another computer. It does all of the bundling on it, and then ports back the result. Or actually probably just uploads the result. Which would be a lot faster than doing it locally. It can also be automated. Hell, we could actually have it periodically check the NAS, copy anything down, and then upload it and do probably a couple checks on the file just to make sure it's all good. And then if it's good, then it deletes all the source files from the NAS. Essentially, auto vBundler. The only question is, how the hell am I going to do that? And there's a couple of detections I can use, or I could just use constrained quality on like one set of the videos. Because the V-splitter is good enough to determine what video a set of things belongs to. And because we can always copy, we can always add more things to a vBundle or remove things from a vBundle without actually losing any quality if need be. But even then, the entire concept of a vBundle is starting to disappear because we're recording a hell of a lot less than we used to be. Actually, once the chat is removed from the recording set, it's just the stream output in the game. Stream output, game, and base canvas, at which point there are no other things to be recorded. Now the only problem is we have 999 gigabytes to move, and most of this data is going to be deleted. Like, actually, most of it. But I do have to copy all of it because the audio is in the big files. I mean, worst comes to worst, if the drive does fail before we can exfiltrate all the data, we still have everything on YouTube because it's up to date as of yesterday. So that's not really the worst. I can live with that. It would be nice to have the data, of course, but data does exist online for these streams, which is acceptable. But I would like to have it myself. And in the highest quality I can get. or at least an acceptable quality. Ultimately, we're not going to be doing a hell of a lot for the next 2 hours in regards to this system here. We could work on vBundler adding constrained quality. I could also just go look for a drive that is reliable, bung it in there and copy it over. This is, of course, not ideal. I do kind of want to work on the remote execution version of vBundler. Actually, what I should do is get a what was the thing called? Pushover. I need to get a pushover stream. I think it's like $5 to get a notification stream. And then I can send push notifications to my phone. When certain things happen. I essentially want to set up automation for my stream. Quite a bit of it actually. So that we don't really need to worry about running out of disk space. Which would be nice. The main problem is I just forget to do this. The only problem with building an automation is I don't actually know how to wake a computer from sleep, which is something I probably should know. I'm pretty sure that the only way to do it is to have a server like hypervisor for for like a computer. I don't have one for that computer. So we may have to do it the simple way, which is by turning on a Wi-Fi switch. That might be the best way to do it, if I'm being honest. I've also taken that computer off the internet, or that room off the internet, because it wasn't being used. Now it's time, so. Uh-oh. Why is the disk spinning crazy now? I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Like those Team Fortress 2 comments. I don't want to know. I shouldn't have to know. The disk is now running on 100. The read speed went up slightly. But damn, 2 hours a terabyte is pretty slow. I wonder why it's so slow. I think I could get better performance with Robocopy. Could try. Let's try. If we can get better performance with Robocopy, that would be huge. We're going to attempt it. Let's see. Not F, it's D. I don't know how to tell how quick this is. Like 0.2%. Still writing at 185. It's not any faster. Yeah, it's the same speed. Trying to think of if there's anything else I could do to make this faster. I mean, processing these VODs on the... I don't know, I probably shouldn't do any large writes. Probably shouldn't do any writes at all if I can avoid it. Just to be 100% sure. The thing that kind of sucks, though, is that, like, we have nearly 5 terabytes of data to move. And we could put it back on the NAS. I mean, I would like to not put it back on the NAS if I can avoid it. We could process these, I guess. Well, none of these are... Yeah, that's right. None of these are things I can do at the moment. I think for CQ, I think I need to be using a Radeon, not a Radeon, an NVIDIA card. And we don't have an NVIDIA card in this computer. It's a Battle Mage, I think. Yeah. It's RK770 and integrated graphics. Well then. We are getting slightly blocked on what I was trying to do today, unfortunately. Because the drive is failing. Or at least is at warning of failing. It might be fine, but we've got nearly 2 months of video on there, so I'd like to not lose that if possible. This is literally March to yesterday. It's March 30th to yesterday, so it's all of April and plus 2 weeks about. So, you know, not great to lose. I mean, if I were trying to be super clean about it, I'd probably move the chats and model key, which leaves just the big files, but it also means that the count of files that I recover is high. Because, like, chat, base canvas is also a decent one to grab, but chat is free, time is basically free. These are basically free to take. Base canvas is, of course, not high quality, but it's something. Which is okay. How much data do I have on F? Because the highest base canvas is 38 gigabytes. Just from May 5th. Why is the base canvas so big? No duplicate files. If we took model key, base canvas, chat, Twitch, and time, that's 16 gigabytes. We have about 40 days. So, assuming that this is an average stream, that would be about 600 gigabytes. We're copying 1.2 terabytes to this drive, which means we should have enough space actually to copy 600 more gigabytes. And also that will be including a lot of the data that we just copied. So, the only thing that kind of sucks is while this is going, I can't make music, because that's the drive thing I use to make music. As my mangled Windows install, all of the FL Studio stuff is on that external drive. Not that one, but the one I've got next to me, but I don't have a way to read it. Like that. Actually, I have 2 more 2 terabyte drives in the NAS cache. I could take those out. Well, I don't have a way to read them though. Actually, no, I do. Have a couple extra readers that I just remembered I have. Box or not. Oh, but it smells musty as hell. Weird. Cache drive, I think it might be a permanent. But at the very least, not expected to be removed. Even the other large drive. I seem to remember having a lot of 2 terabytes. All I've got left is 6 installers randomly on a 2 terabyte. Look for the other drive readers. Hey, Panda. I'm having to look into my bag of tricks here. Because, that. Not good. And especially not good because it turns out my bag of tricks is a lot more empty than I thought it was. I don't actually have a drive to replace this with. I thought I had a couple. Terra waiting. I don't. At least, I don't think I've done, and I either. So, we're a little bit more fucked than I. Although it does all come down to whether or not the drive actually just a hasn't yet failed, but it could fail. That's a problem. So then another problem of the three drive readers, I have one that I directly um oh, that's not great either. Box of tricks is not kind of a shit box of tricks if you think about it, but very heavy box of tricks with nothing in it. I do have a actually have one other card that I can read with. I have a PCIe to NVMe add-in card. Um, you know it's good because nobody put their name on it. So, it remains to be seen if it's trustworthy or not. I need a screwdriver to open this. I don't know if this has a drive in. Probably not. We can dream. Surprise me. Um, out of curiosity, does this work? Wild. This drive doesn't read PCIe. It only reads SATA ones. Why do I have so many SATA SSD readers? I've never seen a SATA SSD in the M.2 format. I have like 4 things that read. Fuck me. We're down to 0 bags or 0 tricks in my bag of tricks. Okay, we have 1 thing. Actually 2, but one of them is more useful than. This works. That is good. This should work enough to at least tell me if there's anything on this drive. there anything on this? There isn't anything on this. So we could start blasting the moderate capacity SSDs. Like, pack of drives just hanging out over there. So maybe that'll be good. Maybe one of those can be. The amount of bad sectors hasn't increased in about 30 minutes now. All of these have the same capacity except for this one. That's not it. Do I not have? Oh, that disk doesn't ever initial. Edition. Okay. My SATA drive reader doesn't support hot plug. Most of these should. You guys remember when solid state drives used to be cheap? I think I bought these for $20 a piece. Well, I bought like 8. Is actually data on this one. What is on this? What's up with this password? A password and it is just not, doesn't go to anything. Could also just be a Linux. I don't actually have a way to tell right now. Probably is a Linux install. EFI system partition, so this is an operating system. Really large EFI system partition. I have this weird drive, which is probably not trustworthy. Oh, because what could go wrong plugging in a device you don't actually fully trust? Well, it hasn't even turned on, not initialized. Yeah. Every single one of these SSDs could be useful. Still an hour and 10 minutes on that copy. Still 4.4 terabytes. We're only going to get down to 3.8 after copying the 4 more terabytes. Hey, XI. We're slightly clenching because the drive that I have stored all of the VODs on is a little bit freaky. So I believe I've just accidentally clicked the anime girl. Who knows what I've just opened? But yeah. The drive is marked as caution. It's not increasing, but I'm not too keen on trusting a drive that is marked as caution with my data. So I'm trying to move all of the data off of it. But I don't think I have that much more storage. Unless I put up a Samba share on the server. But I don't trust those drives either. I mean, to be fair, they've been powered on for months at a time and haven't failed yet. But, you know, I also just don't have a way to easily send data there. Actually, I probably could do a direct high-speed link. I can put a Mellanox card in the back and then put a Mellanox card in the computer and get a good 10 gig link between them. But then again, I would be copying from a 6 gigabit link that can only read at about 1.5. So probably not worth it. So we're just trying to copy everything off. I think I've run out of extra drives that I can use. Don't have any NVMe drives except for the one I'm copying to that have appreciable capacity and are empty. All of my empty drives are 256 gig. Actually, I do have one 512, but it is far from what I would call a performance drive. It is the cheap small one. So, not super sure about how good that's gonna be. And then I have a bunch of full size SATA ones that are what I would call um budget drives. Not exactly high performance or high capacity, but they will get your computer running. I need to start looking into cannibalizing. Give me 1 second. I have a computer in the other room that might have a 2 terabyte in it that it doesn't need one. I'll be right back. So, here's the scoop. I've come back with 3 more drives. They are all 120 gigabyte drives. Um, so not exactly high capacity, but it might help. No idea what's on them. About to find out. Didn't connect. This is a Windows install. What? This is a Windows installation sans the user folder. But how do you even do this? Why do I have this? I'm gonna format this. It's literally a wasted Windows. Time to format that. Really trust, but on get detect. Okay. Mm. Scan Y disk appears to be a Windows install, but it doesn't have any content on it. Can't even delete the partitions. Oh yeah, I did go and look to see if there were high capacity drives. Computers, and there were. What we might even do is take the relay and remove its 2 terabyte drive. Um, Not even so much because I need it to get data off of this computer, but because it doesn't need 2 terabytes. We could put one of the 512s in that computer. They don't even need to be particularly good. They don't need to be fast. They just need to have enough capacity to store a couple streams so that I can remember to do the thing. Be nice if I had a 1 terabyte. Don't. I have a 1 terabyte safe. Maybe I put one of the 512 SATA cards in. It might even be hot plug, but I'm not gonna try it because if I'm wrong, then this is that's off. I could even put two. Any reason to do that? Down to 4.3 terabytes. All right. I might even process this on the local computer. If I can. I take my 2 terabyte out actually. Probably don't need it. It's primarily saying that because it has 10 gigabytes of data on it. Problem is I just don't have anywhere else to put the data. Portable apps installation. I can't use this. Damn. I mean, I could just move it. I could just move it. This has turned into another stream where you watch me port data. Oh dear. This compression is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Why are you taking time? Be fast. This is the. It would probably help if I wasn't compressing for ultra. Actually, it hasn't improved the speed at all. Crazy. Guess it's just really complicated data. I mean, we're getting 62 megabytes now per second. That's pretty good. Really not, but by file count, we're halfway done. By data size, we're 20% of the way there. I love that all of the big things are just Python installations. Always Python. Maybe to the point I'll search for Python installations and delete things that use it. Pair the next drive. Failure. Not up with that. Why is this? Why is FreeCAD so large? Why is there another 8 gigabytes of data? What could there possibly be? Disconnecting again? Come on. My CPU isn't like blasted right. Nope. I actually don't know why it's failing. We're not even using that much data. Wait, 7-zip is using 70% of the GPU? How? I'm compressing on fast. What are you doing in there? Do I want to know why 1,102 files are not in the archive? No, I don't. Move that to here. Okay. This drive can be added. CFS. Yikes. The cheap SSD, even the things that used to be cheap for SSDs are now expensive. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. There are now 4 TB SSDs. What? Damn, $450 is crazy. M.2 2280 M. What's the cheapest one they have? Lowest price. $70 for 256? Holy shit. That is so expensive. They went up crazy high, didn't they? Holy shit, they nearly tripled. Meanwhile, Samsung drives are quadrupling in price. What about SATA ones? They're the less desirable of them. Use an 870 Evo, but judging by the fact that it's $340, it's probably the same. Yeah, no. 90 to 449. That's crazy. What about hard drives? They still also going crazy? This 2 TB hard drive. Is up by 50%. Actually, it's up by double. Oh, Seagate. But you suck. Capacity of at least 4 TB. aka an Iron Wolf Pro. See what this costs. It also doubled. Damn, all storage is expensive. Stockholm Syndrome, yes. Welcome to Stockholm. So my drive is beginning to do the freaky. So I'm looking at getting something for a replacement. And yeah, no, not likely. Look at this. It's not super bad, and it's not going up, but it's probably not good. I feel like one no WizTree. What the fuck is WizTree? 46 times faster than WinDirstat. I mean, yeah, that's true. WinDirstat is, I mean, to be fair, when when the folders you're looking at look like this, where there's only 244 files, speed doesn't really matter. Was true 10 seconds for 6 million items. What the fuck? Have? What do you have that you have 6 million inodes? I like get annoyed if I have more than 1 million files. Let's see what we have. How many files are in my absolutely fucking annihilated copy of Windows? It's time to be annoyed. I have over 1 million files. Apparently, the OSRS world map I maintain has 3.1 million pre-rendered map tile PNGs by itself. Oh. Apparently, I have 1.3 million files. Luckily, I don't think I'll ever have to worry about space again because I have negative 8,388,607.3 terabytes of data. Is that 8.4 exabytes? I think tree size might be a little fucked. What does it think is negative infinite? Fucking Windows containers. Because it's still enumerating it. Why you don't use WSL or Windows Docker. It is still adding that full. Actually, one of the things I didn't look at, probably should have done. How much is an 8 terabyte replacement drive going to cost me? 258. I mean, that's not the worst. Not great. Damn, even max digital data is 240. Even the fucking renewed drives are 240. What? Do you mean I could just buy a new drive for the same price as a renewed one? Why the fuck would I buy the renewed one? You can buy this drive and have problems, or buy this drive and have no problems. Or less problems, at least. It's a Seagate, so you'll probably have problems. Either way. I can buy a renewed external gaming drive for PS5. Is that a sensible price? Seems. I can buy a 5070 Ti for $861. I can buy the SAS. It actually wouldn't be a terrible pick. Got slow shipping, but actually that's 2 to 3 days, or 2 to 6 days. That's not terrible. Yeah, SAS isn't. They have a way to read it. Well, I might end the stream here. It's literally going to be just me waiting and, and then moving like 8 files. Because I can't do any gaming because that'll use a ton of space. I don't have space to spare at the moment. I mean, this recording is probably fine because not a whole lot's going on, but long term, we have a space crisis, and it is now slightly worse than I thought. I thought it was just gonna be, oh, we're running out of space. No, we're running out of space, and our disk is failing, so that's not good. Or at least so says the anime girl. I mean, it still hasn't gone up, but I don't know. Considering that this this application's only purpose is to tell me if the 4 terabyte WD Red Plus is 200 pounds. Yeah. Even the hard drives have doubled in price, which is crazy to me. It's the storage nobody wants, and still expensive. And even the 1 terabyte solid state drives are $70 now, which is crazy. And it's also a good thing I bought like 10 of them when they were $20. I have a lot of drives. Mainly because I have a spending problem. And the thing is, my spending problem is probably going to bail me out here. Yeah. But yeah, part of the reason I'm in debt is because I had the slight inclination to buy shit, which is part of the reason I say, don't feel obligated to donate because I'm in this because I did it, right? I have a spending problem. But the cool thing is now I have 7 512 gigabyte SSDs, which would have cost me something on the order of $400 now that I bought for maybe 120. Hooray for spending problems. I'm actually curious to see what their 512 is right now. What is the value of these fuck off SSDs? I assume it's not the platinum. It might be the name of it now, but 512 gigabyte, 2.5-inch drive. It is not an option. What the fuck? Refresh rate? It's a fucking disk. What do you mean refresh rate? Sorry. I chose 512 gigabyte. And now it's not an option. Hold on. Should have written SATA. Here we go. They're five. Holy shit. They're nearly $100 each. For 512 gigabytes. It's $85 per 512 gigabytes. Is crazy. I did not buy these at anywhere near that price point. I'm actually a little curious at what I bought them at because it certainly wasn't that. Oh yeah, I know. Okay. So we can take this out. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much in the way. Holy shit, the 3 terabyte drive is $600. Although it does seem to have a lot of error checking. Its packaging looks really shabby though. See, this is 3.5 gigabyte or 3.5 terabyte, isn't it? 3.8 terabyte. Oh, are they advertising it based on its actual Windows reported size? That's weird. At a compelling price, huh? Expensive. But yes. Let's probably cut the stream here because it literally is going to be boring as shit for probably the next 8 hours. Of just fucking moving files, man. Ugh. Anyway, let's find somebody to raid. Gotta love drive failure. Later nerd. Oh, you later nerd. Raid Bob Ross. Not raiding Bob Ross. Raid. We could raid. There's a lot of people we can raid. I don't actually know much about. They raided me before. Could raid them back. They leaving? We will raid. You know what? Let's do a little bit of what's called a pro gamer move. We're going to raid not even. We're going to raid Even's co-streamer. Truly, you are never safe from the Asaria raid. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, even though it is patently the most boring shit. My raid doesn't work. Give me a second. It takes a second. We gotta let it heat up a bit. There's our raid message. If you are not a subscriber, that's fine. It's just everything except for the emote. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope that my disc doesn't fail. That would be annoying. But I will see you next time. Bye.